and watch this asset just keep circling the drain to the point where you couldn't even get a first-round pick back for him. What would that have done to, like, scouts with Anaheim or the organization in whole to watch such a deep an asset go down like that?
Yeah, no, it stinks. I got to be perfectly honest with you. There'll be a lot of questions asked. And, the thing about it is when they went into the rebuild, they were going to be drafting the best available player no matter what. And then you're going to nurture that asset. You're going to develop them, et cetera, et cetera. Here's my take on it. You talk about video game covers. You talk about all the, like, riding around. And remember, there's that, he's riding like a mini go-kart thing in Anaheim in the underbelly of the rink. Like, just smiley, smiley, smiley. Here's the thing, boys. On your worst day, this is how I scout it. On your worst day, and this is where I had a problem with Zebras all along. When I go scout a player, if he's high end, I know what you can do high end, right? I know what you can do. But on your worst day, I'm talking about when you fail an exam, you're feeling, crappy, you got a little bit of the flu, whatever the case may be. When I can still see you perform at a high level on your worst days, now I know I got something. I think the Anaheim Ducks went through that process of seeing him on his worst days and just recognizing that when his worst days aren't even close to good enough to help us win games, period. And they did everything they possibly could. It stinks to send that out the door. It really does. The thing about it is they've had so much draft capital and they're so far under the cap for so many years now. They're going to be able to hide that, but it doesn't feel good behind the scenes. Marty Madden, their director of scouting, he does a fantastic job, has forever, but he's not feeling good about it for sure.
Yeah. So as you head towards this draft, you say that you don't talk to other people to get their opinion. You just do your own opinion.
Well, nobody's there in L.A.
Well, fair enough. Even if they were, though, where does your opinion differ from the consensus in this draft?
It starts to differ. Well, I think it differs for some at number one, but if you guys watch that special on Schaefer on Sportsnet that ran, like, this kid he's all world, so he's number one for me all day long. But I'm off the grid at number two. I've got Caleb Desnoyers from the Moncton Wildcats going number two.
Really?
And the reason, yeah, he's 6'2". That some people got him going at like 6'7" or 8, and that's way too late for my liking. He's a 6'2" kid. He's 186 pounds right now. He's going to be 210 pounds born when he's done. He plays all situations. Okay, there's like a line in the sand for me at the top of the draft class. Michael Misa, Caleb Desnoyers, they can play all situations, right? Hagens can't. He's going to be that offensive guy, and he's going to score at even strength. He'll be great 3-on-3 in overtime, whatever. But Caleb Desnoyers, I'll take 15 less points, maybe even 20, kind of like what we did with Barkov back in the day in Florida when we selected him. You knew what you were going to get in the all-round, and that was going to make our group much deeper and much better. So Caleb Desnoyers, right at number two, is an outlier for a lot of people. I've had some pushback about that. I don't care. That's where he's going to be for me. And I think that he's a top-line centerman that you build around for years to come. And by the way, if San Jose did pick him, you'd have Celebrini and Desnoyers back-to-back. I think that's a hell of a way to build your team.
What does a decentralized draft feel like a couple of days out from the weekend?
Stinks. It's brutal. It's no good. It's no fun. Like, well, it's not no fun. I'm having a hell of a good time. Don't get me wrong. I didn't wear the shirt for no reason at all, right? But it doesn't feel the same. Like the combine took on more of a convention feel this year compared to the years gone by, and I think it's the reason that everybody's not here. I hope we get back to it. There are some kids here. I think there's about 60 of them, but the hotel it's not all decorated up in the NHL stuff, and it's not. You don't see the signs downtown LA here. You don't see any of that. Now, I haven't been over to the theater where it's going to happen, the Peacock Theater, but I'm looking forward to us getting back to the way we did it before, because that's unique. It's fun. It's great for everybody.
Just quickly before we let you go, between now and Friday night, do you expect more deals?
I do. Yeah, I do. I expect more trades. I NHL roster guys. I think that I'd keep a close eye on Utah. I think you guys might even agree on that. Like, Utah's got found money at number 4 right now, moving up 10 spots in the draft. I think they're in win now mode, or at least get into the playoffs now mode. So I do believe there's going to be a lot of noise here before Friday night.
Okay, I promise this is the last one. Okay, Are we going to see some really goofy contracts come July 1st with this bump up of $10 million for the next 3 years on the salary cap?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
We're going to see 15, 16 million a year kind of numbers.
God, I hope not. God, I hope not. I really hope not, because here's what happens. Thank you for putting this on me when we're walking out the door. But here's what happens. This free agency class isn't as good as next year's, fellas. And everybody in the league is impatient. That's how the league, everybody's programmed that way. They can say what they want. They're impatient. So they see a bunch of opportunities to buy Christmas presents and throw them under the tree right now. They spent X number of dollars. And then guess what happens? Next year, when that free agency crop's even bigger and the money really has to be spent on that group of players because they're better, teams are going to be sitting there holding the bag, buying out players or trying to make Evander Kane type deals and whatever else. So if I'm running a team right now, I'm looking for shorter end contracts, responsible money, even if it means I take a step back or stay the same for a year. Wait this out, because goofy money next week is going to affect you long term.
Vooks, great stuff as always, man. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your time in lovely California.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me on. Have a great day. See you, Sammy.
Good luck, buddy. Appreciate it.
Pro Hockey and Sportsnet.ca. NHL former scout Jason Bukala.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I like the point about Dane Wyatt. I don't know how to say it, but like if Higgins is going to be a one-way guy, I like getting the guys too.
Okay, you know what stuck out for me with him is him talking about next year already with the free agent market and more money coming into the system and certain teams that may have to stay patient. So I'll circle back to Vancouver. Is this the year Vancouver needs to just stay calm? And I'll throw it to Sammy's Toronto Maple Leafs. Is this the off year that they have to take a step back?
Can I read you the list of free agents from next summer?
Yeah. I mean, we don't know who's going to get there, but yeah.
Connor McDavid, Panarin, Bobrovsky, Jack Eichel, Ovechkin, Kaprizov, Makar, Patrick Lane, Trouba, John Carlson, Jason Robertson is a RFA, Kyle Connor. The names.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all those guys could get signed this year.
For sure,
But
but they're not under contract yet.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing to do in sports, particularly when you have elite talent in their prime like Austin Matthews and William Nylander. Like, is there enough in Vancouver that you're like, we got to go while Petey's in his prime? Maybe not. Maybe not quite, but it's a tough thing to do, Kip, to willingly step back.
Listen,
when you don't know that you're going to land
land
something.
I know, but that's the calculated risk. And it's a hard thing to do, especially when you charge some places $200, $250, $300 a ticket. The pressure to
I don't think these
deliver.
teams can do it.
In my opinion, I think they should say screw that and pay Brad Marchand $9 million. That's what I think they should do.
Sammy, the issue is it still may not be enough.
No. Yeah, so anything new on that since we talked yesterday?
Outside of Florida trying to convince their team to stay intact?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think anything's imminent.
Yeah.
So everybody just remains patient.
You would think they should do that. That would make a lot of sense. But no, I mean, these are teams, Toronto in particular. Like, you're in Game 7 of the second round last year. You feel like you're not a bad team. You're close. You've been aiming at being good now. I don't think you can say we're going to willingly step back. I do think that you, as I said yesterday, not going to fix these problems through UFA. So, yeah.
What % chance of Connor McDavid do you have to stay? Like, what if there's a percentage chance of him signing with your team the following offseason? Like, what does the percentage have to be for you to take a step back?
I don't think you can do it. I
Okay.
don't think I mean, over 50?
Okay, Kipper? Because I would say, like,
I think it's way too early to be
Okay.
thinking like that. But if Connor goes into the fall and the fall turns into Christmas, then
I just
then
there
you could
can't.
be a lot more aggressive on
But
where
if he
you
was
want to
available,
go.
you would ship everyone out. You don't care at that point. You're like, we'll just have him.
But no, I mean, if you knew where he wanted to go, there's no way that you're going to trade all your assets to try to get him, and then you come
First
here.
of all, there is no trade. There is no trade out there for Connor McDavid.
Okay.
There isn't.
Okay.
So I think the theory is that he either kind of plays it out
Easily.
or he signs his new contract with Edmonton. Those are the two choices.
I also think that it's silly when people talk about that trade stuff because it's like he doesn't want to weaken the team he wants to go play for.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I was getting at. It's like what the Leafs would have to trade, or what the Rangers would have to trade, or what the Kings would have to trade to get him before,
Last chance.
and then you're done.
There is a middle on that because Connor also understands that teams have to alleviate some money if he was going to go there. So the easiest way to do that is to probably send it back to Edmonton, but it wouldn't be a fair fight, right? It just there's nothing that can be equal other than you're taking someone's headache away.
Last Oilers thing, Andy Strickland tweeted that Evan Bouchard is monitoring the upcoming negotiations with Connor McDavid, but don't expect him to come off his $10 million per season ask.
And I don't blame him.
I don't either. I don't even
Again,
think it's unreasonable.
I'll stand by the fact that I don't think he is a bona fide number one defenseman to lead a Stanley Cup, but he can be a part of a group, and he's special. When it comes to offense, he is special, and it is worthy of a $10 million contract. But I don't think he's going to pretend to be anything other than what he is right now, and that is a very gifted player offensively,